This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Glad to have you with us. Elliott T. Bauer Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, home of the Sam Houston Bearcats. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Rebels will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Sam Houston State's offense will take the field first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
To the air, it's Watson. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. So UNLV's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up at the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. There is a flag down on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, the offense will have to decide whether to take the points off the board. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. And the offense will take that penalty and move a little bit closer. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Got it behind the line. It's Reynolds. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Watson. That's reeled in. It's Phillips. At the 40, there he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to swing it on second down. Gets it out fast. Knocked down at the 34 after a pickup of 5. It's a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to scramble. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it on the outside. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Timeout, UNLV.
And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Going to look downfield again. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Powers forward. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's for...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Crosses the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. UNLV is coming off its best two-year stretch in school history, but they've got a new coach, but an experienced one in Dan Mullen, who has more than 100 wins on his resume.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Reese. Dan Mullen. Like, he's inheriting a team that was very successful. They were one game away from going to the college football playoff. That's how good they were. A lot of experience, a lot of good moments, and a building program.
And he's a really good mind on offense, no question about it. Very, very creative. So you expect that to continue at UNLV. And if that offense can do their thing, maybe this is a team that takes that next step.
Catch in the middle. It's Gums. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois took care of business today. They left little doubt about how this one was going to go almost from the start. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
The Bearcats want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Watson. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Pulls it in. It's Phillips. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the option. He'll pitch it. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Under fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts the drive trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Phillips. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Bearcats are in the hurry-up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Phillips.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He wants to throw it again. Using the quick game. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And as soon as the the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Watson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Phillips. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together.
UNLV.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Timeout, UNLV.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
He's tackled at the
New set of downs after the completion.
and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He makes the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
On the play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Calandria. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. 3rd down coming.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He gets the pick, but not the pick 6, as they're able to run him out of bounds and limit the damage to wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable 1st half in Huntsville. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Bearcats will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Rebels off offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rebels are rolling down the field. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. So now it's second and long. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. He's got him. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. They'll run play action. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. He's got it. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Rebels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
But the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Reynolds. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Out of the end zone. Hits him with a stiff arm. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air. It's Watson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. And the Bearcats heading quickly to the line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And he picks up the first down, and he doesn't, I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So the final period starts with a second down play. Stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air, it's Watson. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now third and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for it all. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Split backs here. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Rebels can really attack on this second and short. They'll leave it with him. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Leaves it with the back. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. To throw, it's Calandria. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The ball is out behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you route into the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Phillips. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. Going up top again. Got his man on the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Oh, they're after him. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Tech is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Yellow Jackets fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. All that speculation all week, and now we know But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Rebels inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Quarterback on the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Dropping back, it's Watson. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking to throw for it. He's going up top. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down. It looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener, but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for.